This is episode 685. Today we're going to be going over mentorship and the warrior's journey. Today we're going to be diving into a topic that really is close to my heart and essential for anyone on the warrior's path to mastery and self-actualization, and that is mentorship. We're talking about the powerful finding a mentor and eventually becoming one yourself. Now, we could almost substitute coaching with mentoring, but mentoring is a different process than coaching. Mentoring is someone who's been there before, knows the challenges you're going to be facing, knows the obstacles, knows the mindset, knows everything. And so a mentorship is really important, and we don't hear a lot about it these days. So the need for a mentor for a warrior's journey, right? That's what we're talking about, is this journey that we're on to be the warrior, right? That could be discipline, resilience, any of those things, right? First things first, we want to look at, why do we even need mentors on this journey that you're on? And I presume that you're on this journey if you're listening to this podcast. And if you've been listening to it for a while, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. So let's think about this. Why a mentor is important. Every great warrior, from ancient samurais to modern day athletes, had someone guiding them, showing them the ropes, and pushing them to be their best. There is no such thing as a self-made person. There's always a team. There's always somebody there. You can watch any of the documentaries or docu-series on people who have achieved success. We'll put that in quotes, whether it's financial or physical, like athletes, or mental, or whatever it might be, for presidents, anything. They always had somebody there in their corner. And mentors are like those wise sages in the fantasy movies, Gandalf and Yoda and all those, but they're real and they have the experience that you're looking for. And so what we're going to talk about is finding these mentors and maybe perhaps even becoming one yourself. So the benefits of a mentor on a warrior's journey is guidance and direction, right? A mentor helps you stay on track and avoid pitfalls, kind of like a coach, but a mentor will give you that direction. Like, if it knows where you want to go, where the end result is, and they've been there, they can say, do this or don't do that. It'll give you some guidance and direction. A coach can get there too through inquiry, but a mentor is going to hold your feet to the fire, as it will. And it's going to be support and encouragement, kind of like a coach again. They'll cheer you on when the going gets tough because they know what it's like. They will share stories with you of challenges, of trials and tribulations. They know what you're doing. So they know if one can do it, all can do it. And so they're going to support and encourage you to keep going on your quest. And wisdom and insight. They've been there, they've done that. They have the t-shirt to prove it. It's like when I climbed mountains, we would have a t-shirt that we climbed the mountain, but I'd hire a mountain guide, in a sense. And they had the wisdom and the insight. They've been to the top of the mountain. They know where to go. They know what tools to bring. They know all the routes. They know when things are going to change. So they have that wisdom and insight. So you can look at, a mentor can be a combination of a coach, a guide, a teacher. They're all of those things to help you on your journey, and accountability, right? They're going to keep you honest and focused on your goals. They're not going to accept your excuses. We make excuses, and the only person that excuses satisfy is the one who's making them. So your mentor is going to say, nope, that's BS. You keep going. And they're going to help you regroup and focus. So let's talk about, how do you find a mentor? I mean, this all sounds well and good, and you're all excited. You're on this journey and you go, yes, I'm going to find this mentor. And part of this, if you will, is finding this mentor is a small part of the hero's journey, which Joseph Campbell talks about, right? We have the urge to leave, and we leave and we find some allies, and then we find a mentor along the way, and then we face our dragons, we slay our dragons, we come back home. But a mentor is absolutely critical in this. So we want to talk about how can you find your mentor? And that'd be so you're, how the heck do I find it? Do I put an ad out in Facebook, mentor wanted? But here, let's take a look. Here's some tips that you can find that a perfect mentor will guide you along your warrior's journey. And again, we may want to remove the label of mentor because maybe a coach is more that you need, maybe a guide, a teacher. But so look within your network, and that is more of a in-person network. Although, if you have 5,000 friends on Facebook, it might be challenging to pick one of them up. So I would look at your in live personal network first, see who has accomplished what you want to accomplish, and start to talk with them. In your social network, you may want to start to filter out the individuals that are following you, or you're following them, or friends with, whatever it is, and find somebody who's in the same field or same interest group as you are, and then start to reach out and have some communication with them. Also join communities. If you are a rock climber and you want to find a rock climbing mentor because you have a big wall aspiration, maybe join a local rock climbing group. And then within that group, there's going to be varying degrees of skill sets. And maybe one of them has climbed a big wall, and then they can mentor and coach and guide you to do that. So communities, investment communities, right? If you want to become a great investor and you need a mentor, maybe join a meetup group for investing. Attend workshops and seminars. Again, so if you wanted to, let's just say, talk about stock options, you would look up maybe Tasty Trades or Think or Swim or one of those and find out where their workshops and seminars are taking place. Go there and talk to some of the speakers or talk to some of the people in the audience. You'll find by exposing yourself and saying, hey, I'm looking for a mentor to help me, those people will show up in your life, and then just be brave and reach out, even if you're not connected with them. On LinkedIn, let's say there's a financial advisor that specializes in options, and just reach out and say, hey, you don't know me, but I'm really impressed with your background and stuff, and I'm looking for somebody to help and guide me to proper investing. They may say yes, they may say no, but if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So here's some of the qualities you want to look for in a mentor, right? So you found a few potential mentors. Now what? So how do you choose the right one? Right? Here are some qualities to look for. Experience and knowledge. Have they had, so you can have experience of not working and you can have experience of working. Again, using the financial investor. They may have a lot of experience and they never made money because they made bad decisions. And they could have knowledge like, I'm never going to do that again. But what we want to do is find the qualities of positive experience and positive knowledge. And it doesn't mean that somebody with 20 years of experience is a better mentor than somebody who is 1 year of experience. Because we also want to take a look at, kind of what your culture is, what your beliefs are, and work with a mentor that fits those as well, right? Compatibility is what we're talking about. If you are, let's say, 21 or 31, maybe somebody 65 and 60 wouldn't fit. It's not discrimination against young or the vintage. It's just saying that there's a different philosophy, there's a different work ethic, there's something different about it. But just make sure. And then there's those great mentors that can work with anybody. So you just want to make sure that the compatibility is in there, because you don't want to force it. You want it to flow. It should connect right away. And then patience and empathy, right? If you have a mentor who's screaming, yelling, slamming things after you every single mistake, that's not going to work too much. So you want to find somebody who has the patience to let you make mistakes and let you correct and continue and have empathy for you when you make those mistakes because they did the same thing. And then they want to be able to give constructive feedback, not belittling feedback. Oh, you suck, you didn't do this right, you didn't do that, but constructive feedback. And that can take the place of inquiry. What did you do well? What could be improved? Right? So you want to make sure the feedback helps move you towards a direction that emphasizes the positive things that you did, and then find the things that you can correct. So now let's talk about becoming a mentor, because there's probably a skill set that you have that you could help others, right? So now let's flip that script. Once you've learned and grown, it's time to pay it forward. Becoming a mentor is an incredibly rewarding experience, whether it's a mentor of knowing how, do prompts with AI, Facebook ads, investing, working out, hiking, any of that you are really proficient at, you can be that mentor for somebody, right? And here are a few tips on how to become an effective mentor. Be open and approachable. When somebody comes to you and they're asking you a bunch of questions, maybe inquire, oh, you're looking for, a teacher, a mentor, what's behind these questions, right? Share your story. Tell people about, the story of maybe hiking up a mountain, or starting your investment portfolio, or how you got promotions. Whatever that is, you have experience that you can help others along the way. You can reach back and pull them up with you, right? Encourage independence, right? So you want to be independent. You want your mentee to be independent, but you want to be able to address them at that level. So, what I would look at is consider where you are, what you're really great at, and how many people out there could benefit from your knowledge. Now, obviously, the default is, well, put a course up and sell it, et cetera, et cetera. But a mentorship is it's altruistic, right? We're volunteering our time. We're helping somebody. We're not expecting anything in return. And we're helping somebody through the obstacles and through the challenges so that they can have a life that they want. Yes, we also want to have a business side of it, but you don't have to mentor 20 people at once. You could just take one and mentor them for a year. Once a month, you sit for, a couple of hours and discuss things. So whatever that worked for you, but you want to have this independence with it and keep learning. If you have that topic and you want to be a mentor, just keep learning about it, keep reading, keep practicing, keep using that information so that you become more diverse with it. So keep in mind, so there you have it, warriors. This is how to find a mentor, why a mentor is important, and then how to become a mentor. Mentorship is a powerful tool on the path to mastery and self-actualization because they've been there. They can help. And whether you're looking for a mentor or ready to become one, remember, it's all about growth, connection, and mutual respect. So keep seeking, keep learning, and keep pushing your limits. Until next time, stay strong and keep fighting the good fight. If you want to see the show notes on this podcast, you can visit warriormindcoach.com. There you can find more useful information in the form of podcast and blog post, as well as being able to request an introductory consultation. Since you'll be on the internet, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest under Warrior Mind Coach.